Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking how to insure your engagement ring. And before I'm going to go through the details of two most common options how to insure your engagement ring, I want to talk you through the pros and cons of each option, how much they cost, and what paperwork you need and what is the best solution for each. Before all of that, I want to talk you through the statistic because I think it's pretty interesting, and while I was preparing to this video I found it. And with this statistic, first of all you can answer the question whether you need the insurance in the first place. So let's go through it very quickly. So first of all, according to the Journal Metro Insurance, approximately 1 out of 4 rings being lost at one point or another. So that's 25% of all of the engagement rings, and that's people who made a claim. The Knot, the very popular wedding website, gives the different number, 14%. So I'm assuming the truth is somewhere in between. So 18, maybe 20%. It's still a lot. The interesting thing goes further when we're diving into the details. This information will help you to choose the right insurance plan or the right type of the insurance. And let's go through everything very quickly. So out of all of this 20% of the engagement ring that being lost, 40% of them lost at home, or at least that's what the owners claiming to get their insurance maybe, but the official statistics saying that the 40% of the engagement ring being lost at home. Most common scenarios or places to lose it. It's usually kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, like drainers and all of this kind of things. Basically when people taking a shower or washing hands, washing dishes, something like that, that's when they losing their engagement rings most of the time. Second popular scenario to lose your engagement ring is while traveling. And that is true for sure because we had a case like that with our client. They literally went to the honeymoon, and there is two things that happened at the same time. The guy who ordered the ring from us sort of guesstimate the size. He get it almost right, but not exactly right. They didn't resize the ring before they went on the honeymoon. On the honeymoon itself, you naturally put in the sunscreen and everything, and then you go into the ocean. All these things combined gonna make you lose your ring pretty naturally. So 20% of the engagement ring being lost while traveling. Other 15% of the rings being lost during outdoor activities or swimming or working out or anything like that. Again, sweating, exercising, working with your hands, all of those things combined. And 10% is just the public places, usually restaurants, clubs, most of it's clubs and things like that. Based on that, you can just figure out what insurance is gonna work for you mathematically better. And let's actually go through both most common options. So first most common options is the homeowner's insurance. Adding your engagement ring to the homeowner insurance or the rental insurance. It's a very common practice. You don't need to do much in order to add your engagement ring to the rental or homeowner insurance. You just calling them, sending all of the paperwork, emailing all of the paperwork, and that's pretty much it. They just need your receipt. What is the pros and cons of this scenario? Well, first of all, it's pretty affordable. It's going to be somewhere between $50 and $100 a year. And I'm giving you this prices based on the average cost of the engagement ring in 2024. In 2024, it's about $5,000. So I calculated this that way. Difference in prices going to be vary depending on the actual insurance company. So let's say with AAA it's going to be a little bit cheaper. I know that because that's the route I went, and also if you add in the ring, it's sort of lowering your car insurance and things like that. So actually it's even cheaper than that. And another thing, it's pretty convenient. It's pretty easy to add. What is the downsides of this? As I mentioned, this insurance is pretty limited. You can make a claim only when you lost or damage your engagement ring within home, or at least you claiming so. So it's pretty limited over here. You have to be aware. But again, the statistics saying that half of the times basically people losing their rings at home. And another downside, which you should be aware, that this claim, in case you're gonna lose your engagement ring, this claim going to affect the policy overall. Not forever, maybe for a year or so, but your insurance gonna go up. You have to be very aware of that, and you just need to calculate whether it's going to work for you or not. Another way to go is the standalone insurance, mutual insurance company, for example, or any other. There's quite a few of them. So this is the standalone insurance for the jewelry only. They know exactly what they do, and the insuring only jewelry is going to cost roughly twice more than adding to your home insurance. It's going to cost around $200. Again, for the engagement ring, that costs about $5,000. Could be a little bit more depending on the insurance company, depending on the policy. You also want to read or talk with the insurance agent and go through the policy very specifically, what this insurance is going to cover. Will it cover international travels, for example? Will it cover the damage of the ring, not necessarily loss, damage of the ring? Will it cover the loss of the side stone, and so forth and so on? It's better to check with them. But in general, it covers everything, and that's a big upside of this specific insurance. And another thing, as I mentioned before, it's a standalone insurance. Basically, it means that it's not going to affect your home insurance or any other. It's just a standalone insurance itself. The downsides, well, obviously it's expensive. It's more expensive than this one, and if you will calculate, basically you will pay for another engagement ring within 20 years, which is pretty fine for some people and not acceptable for the others, whichever you choose for yourself. And at the same time, if you know yourself, you know you're losing things pretty often, it might worth it for sure. And another little downside is that requires some paperwork. Usually when you go in with this type of the insurance, they asking for more paperwork. We'll provide you some of it, and sometimes even everything that they need. What it is actually, it's a certificate of origin that basically explains that this ring is made out of precious metal, using the precious stone and things like that. For the diamonds or sapphires or rubies, you're also gonna get your certificate, GIA or any other institution certificate that basically describe the characteristic of the stone, and based on that you can determine the value of this center stone. And also they might require the appraisal. Usually a third-party appraisal. They just want to make sure that this ring is actually what it's claimed to be, because some of the jewelry companies can write you everything that you want on the paper, but the insurance company wants to make sure that they have this third-party appraisal and it's just confirmed that the ring it is actually what it is. The only downside of this scenario can be, let's say you have the diamond engagement ring and your diamond doesn't have the certificate. For whatever reason, you decided to buy the diamond engagement ring without certificate. In order to get a certificate, you will have to take the stone out, because this stone cannot be certified while it's in the settings. It's going to be a little bit of a nightmare, and probably with that type of the engagement ring, you want to go with the homeowner insurance. But other than that, the jewelry insurance is the way to go if you want to be extra cautious. Again, it depends on your specific scenario, on how often you lose in the things, or how much money you're willing to spend on the insurance, and what is your engagement ring in the first place. Now let's just recap everything, and in order to make it easier, we're going to talk through two very simple scenarios. First one, you lost your ring at home, and the second scenario, lost your ring while traveling. So first of all, if you lost your ring at home, what's going to happen if you have one or another insurance? In both of the cases, you're going to get your money, but over here, if you have it under your home insurance policy, first of all, you're going to pay less for the insurance itself. You will be able to make a claim with this insurance, and you're going to get your money based on the value of this engagement ring. Yes, your insurance might go up. With some companies it will, with some it's not going to, but it's not going to stay up there forever. It's gonna go back to normal within the year or so. With the jewelry insurance companies, same kind of things. Yes, you're gonna spend more in the insurance, but you will be able to make a claim and you will be able to get this insurance money back. In the second scenario, when you lost your ring while traveling, another second most popular scenario out there, with the homeowner insurance, you're not going to be able to make a claim because you lost it outside of the house. But what we recommend to do in this case, and that's again what I specifically did, you just make a copy of your engagement ring, and we will be able to do that since we have the 3D files, and it's pretty easy for us to make. And it costs a couple of $100s to make a copy of the engagement ring with the lapstone or something like that. Pretty much the yearly cost of the insurance. So you can make this copy, and when you go in and traveling, you can put the placeholder on your finger and go travel with the peace of mind that your engagement ring actually stayed at home. So you don't have to really worry about it at all. You don't have to worry about scratching or losing in the ocean or anything like that. And it's going to look exactly the same as your engagement ring. So that's the only scenario when you add your engagement ring to the homeowner's policy. If you have the jewelry insurance, specifically standalone insurance, again, no matter where you lost it, while traveling outside of the country, doesn't matter, you making a claim and you getting your money back according to the appraisal value. And same thing most likely going to happen if you ended up damaging your engagement ring. We had one scenario like that when the engagement ring was damaged. The one that was made not by us, basically the gallery fall down, and it happened in a secure manner, if you will. So the owner of the engagement ring was able to pick up the gallery with the stone itself. Obviously, she didn't want to go to the jeweler who made the engagement ring. She came to us, and before she came to us, she claimed the money from the insurance. So she used this money to make completely new setting. That's the way she solved this issue. Which insurance is best for you? I don't honestly know. You just need to take a look at your engagement ring to see the value of this engagement ring. Just in general, take a look at your lifestyle, how often you travel, will you be able to get the placeholder or the copy of your engagement ring, and things like that. And just go and see whether you're willing to pay the double for the insurance and have a completely peace of mind with it, or you want to spend twice less or even a quarter of this original price and have the insurance for the most common scenarios. It's of course up to you, same as with the car insurance, same as with the home insurance. It all depends on your specific preferences, but I hope I cover all of the information that needed for you. If you have any other questions for me, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer, and thank you so much for watching this video.